That means that over the last 6 years, using only the most conservative number of players, 260, he has been in the top 10% of players in free throw attempts per game every season. Every year in the top 10%. And if you go back over his entire career, he had a stretch of 10 years when he was in the top 2%. But he's never been lower at any time than the top 10%. Ever. And yet, he has the mystical audacity to say, yeah, for the last 5-6 years, I've been in the bottom half of the league in free throw attempts. To suggest, by the way, that that's proof that he's not a flopper. But the reality is, referees watch tape. And once you have the reputation of a flopper, they're no longer going to blow the whistle when you fall down or when there's contact, at least not at the same consistent basis. So why would he think that he could get away with telling everyone that for the last 5-6 years he's been in the bottom 50% of the league when it comes to free throw attempts? Or why would he think that that would somehow be an argument to suggest that he's not actually a flopper? Again, I can only theorize. 1, he seems to have a taste for pretending to be a victim. 2, he figures his followers, much like the other guy, will not only believe it if he says it, they will get angry and cry about how he's being unjustly treated because he said it. By the way, I realized something about the LeBron devotees who have dedicated their lives to trying to hoist LeBron above Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. That they generally employ one of two tactics that expose the fact that they either never watched Jordan play or they know that they can't make a basketball-based argument for their guy. So they do this. This is their counter to any time you blow a hole in their statistical or analytical or personal accomplishments between the two. They try to discount either A, who Jordan competed against, the old plumbers and carpenters line, or B, they impugn anyone who has seen both Michael and LeBron play and favors Michael by calling them old heads who are just romanticizing the past, who can't let go of the past. Aside from neither of those things being true, certifiable or otherwise, it shifts the conversation away from assessing their actual games or accomplishments. Because here's the reality. If it looked like Jordan was competing against plumbers and carpenters, it's because he made them look that way, not because they were literally tradesmen or that they were that severely inferior. He was just that much better. When Jordan was playing, no one, and I mean no one, debated who the best player in the league was. Ever. And there were tons of Hall of Famers. When he ducked out for 2 years, Hakeem Olajuwon became that guy. Hakeem Olajuwon, in my mind, the greatest center that we've ever seen, well, that I've ever seen. Just because I didn't see Wilt and I saw Kareem at the end. So if you want to go with either of those, you want to go with Kareem, that's fine. In terms of the time that I've covered the league, Hakeem Olajuwon was as good as any I've seen. Watching him absolutely take apart a young Shaquille O'Neal in the finals sealed the deal for me. It was one of those times you just go, I can't imagine anybody. I had not seen anybody else do what he did to as great a player as Shaquille O'Neal. And he undressed him. Also undressed David Robinson once upon a time, after Robinson went out of his way to win the scoring title. Those are the guys that I like, by the way. When you do something that's for a statistical reason, and I like David, but that was just so he could say he had a scoring title. When you put the numbers ahead of the game and you have somebody who respects the game to the point to say, don't you think for a second that your statistics are going to mean that you are better than I am, and then they go out and they make you pay for that, that's my kind of player.
What's up, y'all? Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. And I just show y'all a video of yet another MJ and LeBron James debate. the story that keeps on giving. So since basically all the people in the NBA community, basketball community are talking about this, I'm going to keep reporting about this because, LeBron James, he's at the end of his career. So, of course, people are going to talk about, who's the greatest of all time is more, as LeBron James is basically, slowly retiring. I think that is the reason why so many people are, discussing this topic. But like I said, LeBron James, he will never go down as, the greatest of all time. It's not even close. LeBron James is not even the best of this generation. And that is just a fact. LeBron James, he's a great player. And also what I can say what I admire with LeBron James is that he's been able to play the basketball game at a high level for a long time. And the reason why is because he spends around $1 million on his body every year. And, that is all good, but when it comes to actually measuring yourself against the greats, you can't touch Michael Jordan. So, let me know what you think about this. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next videos.